The American Muslim cleric and Nation of Islam advisor Abdul Muhammad, who was arrested by local police early Thursday morning, was freed this afternoon with no charges being laid against him. The move by the police came after 2 days of questioning, and reports indicate that the leader of the Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan, contacted President Barra Jagdeo, vouching for the man's integrity.
I contacted my congressman. I was going to contact my senator, but the congressman took care of it right away. The U.S. Embassy came over, and I think it was yesterday or early this morning, may have been yesterday, the president did receive Minister Farrakhan's call. And Minister Farrakhan asked me to say to the press to thank the president for receiving his call.
Muhammad wants an apology from the government of Guyana for his wrongful detention and what he sees as a move to besmirch his image and the good name of his family.
I thank God, but I have a decent name in America, and this defamation of my character stops me from earning an income. I do college engagements. I lecture on history. So the colleges that are inviting me for next semester and all of the programs I have lined up this summer overseas, just got back from Nigeria speaking at a Black Mayors Conference. When these people pick up and read this, they said, we can't invite Akbar Muhammad. He's involved in terrorism and drug deals in Guyana. So I need an apology from the CID, and if it goes to the government, that we got some erroneous information. We apologize to Akbar Muhammad. He's a long-standing citizen who has been in this battle for 51 years of my life, and he came to Guyana at his request to help what he thought I could do with young people in Guyana.
Abdul Muhammad is an advisor to Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan and also serves as the international representative for the Muslim body. He was arrested at 3 in the morning on Thursday from his hotel room at the Princess Hotel, and he spent last evening in the Brickdam lockups.
Well, the line of questions they asked me, and they asked me 4 times, and I pray to Allah that Guyana will be able to do things much better, and because they asked me the same questions. 4 people asked me the same questions. And if you put it in a computer, you could say, well, we got that and all of this. How many children I have? Where did I go to school? What was my reason? How many times have I been to Guyana? And the one interesting question that I mentioned in the last interview, they asked me, did I meet with any political leaders? And did I belong to a political party? I don't belong to a political party. I'm not a citizen of Guyana. Okay? But that was the end question each time. So it made me think, I can think a little bit, that maybe they were concerned that either he's coming down at the election year, there is an election here this year, they're predicting October, whenever they call it, and maybe they felt that I had something to do with some political dynamics. That's not my work. My work is to try to reach young people and keep them out of a life of crime and drugs and hope that they will get a good education and hopefully that we can do some business things.
Before his release today, his attorney Nigel Hughes moved to the court seeking a habeas corpus motion. That motion was denied. The cleric was released less than an hour after. Attorney Hughes said he was surprised that his client was detained with no evidence being provided.
I think this is a perfect case that demonstrates the error of judgment the framers of the Constitution made when they amended the Constitution to give the police more power and extended time, 72 hours in particular, to keep a person in custody. Before it used to be 24 hours, and this just demonstrates it. It means that somebody is picked up on Friday afternoon, and the police have said this repeatedly to clients of mine, we have 72 hours. So the arrest doesn't even have to be lawful, they don't even have to have just cause, they just pick you up. And the regrettable part about the judiciary is that when we move the judiciary, several judges say, well, the 72 hours are not up. In this case this afternoon, when we went to court to get the order, the judge said to me, 72 hours are not up. I said, but judge, if the police pull somebody off the road without just cause, does that mean that they have to sit in languish in jail for 72 hours? And the judge's response was yes, and I was absolutely surprised.
The Cleric hosted 2 television programs on HBTV Channel 9 during the past week talking about the history of the African people. Following his arrest, officials of the U.S. Embassy contacted and visited him whilst in custody. The Guyana police force is still to release a detailed statement surrounding the man's arrest. For Capital News, Gordon Mosley.